Hey, how are you doing?
We back.
This is vlog number 16.
16.
How y'all feeling?
We're okay. Just got from a day of work.
Just got from the day of mommying.
And after a full day of work and a full day of mommying, what else would you talk about except for
Money. Yes, girl.
Thank you.
I don't know what they want from me. It's like the more money we come across, the more problems we see.
Yeah.
If you have it, you got a problem.
If you don't have it,
you got more problems.
you got a lot of problems. The truth about it is, money talks, people talk, money walks, people walk.
Yes.
The thing about money is,
Men lie, women lie, but the money,
it don't lie. That's the thing about it, guys. Today's vlog is about money. We are going to talk about what money does, having it, what not having it does, what making more money does, how you can bring it to you, and how you can lose it.
how people look at you when you have it,
and how they look at you when you don't have it. Because the truth about it is, money is the root
of all evil.
People are evil.
But money also answereth all things.
Ooh.
We need money to survive. We need money to live. We're not just living off air. Even the air ain't free.
Even the air costs money. If you're in your house right now, or in your car, and you're listening to this vlog, or you watching,
You paying.
you paying for it.
You paying a price.
That is what money does. So listen, let's get into it. Let's talk about having money first, because you always want to start things off on a positive note, right? So, I'm sure everybody has been in a position where you have come into some large lump sum. Even if you've only had the lump sum for a few days because you had a bunch of back bills to pay.
Exactly.
You come into a large lump sum. And one thing we have learned about coming into money, changing jobs, making more money, is that it'll change your situation.
It could change you.
It could change you. And it'll change the people around.
And the truth of the matter is, the people around you, when they find out or they get wind of it, they change before you even begin to change, or even before you even can process that there is a change.
Before you even make it to the bank.
Yeah, before you can even say, I got
All people have to know is that you got your hands.
or something's coming.
That's all they have to know. And especially if you have been around people that have been doing things for you, because people don't do anything for free now.
And they're gonna remind you. And some people keep record so that they can have you, like, put it on the screen or in the palm of their hand. Yeah.
Some people will keep a little record, because I was an employee once of Asher's mom. And Asher's mom is very diligent in keeping her records. It has nothing to do with, oh, let me make sure I paid you the right amount. It has everything to do with the business of it.
Right.
But some people keep records just so they can keep a little.
Yeah. Oh, well, you remember when I did that? I'm gonna need you to. Pay my light bill this time. I'm gonna need you to. Hold on, wait a minute. I thought you did that from your heart. So it really was just to keep me at arms.
Now, don't get me wrong. If you owe somebody, you owe them.
You owe them.
If somebody has done something for you, okay.
But after 7 years, you could just cancel that. After 7 years.
Who are you, Sally?
No, listen. That's biblical sense. It's after 7 years. They say you just write that off, because if a person can't pay you back within 7 years.
Now you doing a lot if it's been 7 years.
Yeah, like it's $100, $500, whatever the amount is, they can't pay you back.
So here's a real question though. Okay, so because I've been in a situation where I've worked like little odd end jobs, then I've been in a situation where I've been making pretty good money.
Right.
And the blessing came out of going from like making $200 to like making $1,000 or so.
Right.
Which is still not a lot for people today. So what happens when you're in a predicament where God blesses you and the money comes, and now your mindset is, oh, now it's time for me to set myself up to keep the money coming, invest the money, make sure I can get in my own place, make sure I can do all of these things.
Saving.
And then you come to a realization that people had an expectation all along. It was because some people will do because they know you have it coming. That is absolutely true.
That's very true.
There are still people that do from
their heart.
From their heart, there are people, but a lot of people will do because they know you have it coming.
And I've come across a lot of people that do because they know that you have it coming, or or they have a hopeful sense that something is coming. But I personally don't believe that is the way, but that's somebody's way, and they feel comfortable with doing because they feel like the law of reciprocity will abide. But my thing is this: once I've and this is just from experience, I'm a giver by nature. I like to give. I'll give somebody my last. I just do that, and I do it because I just want to see people win. My intentions is that they're just grateful. It's not so much of you better pay me my money back, or I did this for you, or to boast and brag about that, because I've done things for people that I would never mention or whatever. And if it comes up in a conversation with them, okay, they want to talk about it, that's fine, but not me just bringing out, oh, I did this for this person, or I did that. It's very important to me that a person knows that I'm not expecting them to pay me back, like, and if I give you $1,000, maybe that was my last, or maybe it was something, because honestly, I'm not in a position right now where I can just loan out thousands of dollars and not need it back. I'm still a work in progress. I'm a struggling artist, and doing all of these things. But if I gave it to you, obviously you didn't have it, and at that time I had it to give, or maybe not. But I'm not expecting you to try to break down my door to give me the money back. But I just want you to remember.
Do you think it should be said though? Do you think it's something like it should be said, like if somebody comes to you like, I really need your help, blah, 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 blah.
Well, I've told them. I have told a person, if I lend them something, if it was in my hands, but it was not something that I could stand to lose, I would say, hey, I'm giving you this, but I want to let you know that I really didn't have it, but I didn't want you to be without. So make sure you can give me something back in installments, or let me know when you can pay me back. It wasn't like I'm hanging over here like I gave you this money and I need you to pay me back ASAP. No, then I shouldn't give it to you.
You shouldn't give it to you.
But sometimes you don't have it to give, and you just want to see that person win, or you don't want to see them without, or it's a more severe situation than yours.
Yeah, and you got to know who to deal with money.
And
some people aren't people you don't lend money.
And sometimes you can give somebody money and taint your money because you're sowing on bad soil. It's like, what are you going to do with this money? And that's kind of a tricky thing too, because that's just like I always say. Me and my husband had this conversation before. It's like a homeless person. You giving a person the money, whether it's $1, $2, $3, whatever the amount is. You give them the money, and then you ask them, but you ask them a question, well, what are you going to do with the money? I never do that. Or you make a statement like, you better not go and get drugs or whatever with this money. I give you the money, and what you decide to do with it, that's on you. But at the end of the day, in my heart, my intent for you was to get something to eat or try to make it to the next day. My concern is not with what you're gonna do with the money.
Because some people give with what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word, but people got to give, and they got to. It's exactly what you said. Well, what you doing with the money?
Yeah, it's like don't even give me. Don't give it to me.
Yeah,
because by that time, I don't want it anymore, or I'm feeling discouraged about even asking for the money, because let's be clear. When you have to ask somebody for money, it's already a humbling and kind of like, God, I really have to ask.
Yeah.
Nobody want to be put in a position. Now we have some professional beggars out here. I'm not letting y'all off the hook that easy. There's some professional and career beggars out there. But on a real day-to-day basis, nobody really wants to be asking anybody, especially when you're an adult, for money. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to have your own money. You want to be able to, be set up in a way where you don't have to ask somebody for money, unless it's like for a charity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes people just don't have it. I found a lot of times that the people who really don't have money are a lot more giving than the people that are sitting on hundreds and thousands of dollars.
It's
I've
true.
seen it happen more than one time of like, but then it's a fault of a human that we expect that, oh, just because you have $100,000
that you should be
can
giving
lose
all
it.
your money.
That's
But
not what it
and
means.
you know, it's so funny to me if you can just see the people that don't really have it. You will never. Sometimes you'll never know that they don't
Yeah.
have it, because when they do, they splurge on these different things to make up
themselves
or
look.
whatever. But the people, my mama always said this. She said, you know, wealth is quiet. She said, you know, rich is loud. Wealth
Yeah,
is
wealth
quiet.
is quiet.
If you notice the way people dress when they got lots and lots and loads of money, they can have on them.
Simple white tees.
Yeah, but they'll have on $1,000 pants, but you won't even
wouldn't
know.
Yeah.
And they look like they've been worn years and years,
Yeah.
day after day.
Dirty Chuck Taylors.
But they know
but
how
they
to
really
save, and
exclusive.
they know the beauty in money management, because the more money you have, the more bills you have,
Yeah,
and that's
definitely.
just the bottom line.
The more problems you have, the more enemies you have.
That's
more
like you
friends
get a promotion
have.
at your job you've been at for years, okay? You were content and you were making a certain amount of money, so your bills reflected that,
Mm-hmm.
the money that you made. So as soon as you get a position or you're making a higher pay, your bills go up, because it's like, okay, now I want this. I can have it because I
Yeah.
have the money. So the more money coming in, the more money is going out.
So let me ask you a question. This is a good question, and you guys can answer the question too if you want to comment, like all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you do if you had all the money that you needed? What would you do right now?
I would, and I'm gonna get religious right now, because I'm a Christian, and I think that's the only way that in a sense that I would be able to deal with certain aspects of having a certain amount of money. I would have to pray and ask God for guidance on how to, what to, who to,
When to?
yeah, all of those things would be a part. I mean, and that's a part of my life right now, and I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. You know what I'm saying? I haven't even begun to tap into what God has for me, or the wealth that God has for me. But even in the state that I'm in right now, a content state, but in very hopeful for what God has for my future in regards to finances and stuff. I always consult him first and say, Lord, what should I be doing with this money? Who should I be around? Who is for me? Who can help me? Who has the brains
Yeah.
and the finances already?
Yeah.
What does this look like for me if I'm around these people, or if I keep this kind of company? You know what I'm saying? What does my next phase look like in regards to money?
Yeah.
Because you can be around people that are like Debbie Downers and be like, oh, well, I don't have this. And if you have money, it makes you feel so
bad,
horrible
yeah.
and bad. And it's like, now you give it to people, but they got a mindset. So if they have a mindset that they're not going to have or whatever, and then they're just peeling off of you, then you're sucked dry. And then it's like, now everybody's a Debbie Downer. Because you're not with people. You're not rubbing arms with people that have it. You're rubbing arms with people that need it.
Okay, so you would pray for your surroundings.
Yeah, my surroundings, and just ask them for guidance on what to do in regards to having a certain amount of money. What would you do?
I would definitely tithe. I'm a faithful tither.
Yeah, definitely that.
I would definitely tithe. And I would buy a home for myself, not just a small house. Honestly, if I came into enough money, I would purchase a home, the land that the home is on, so that I own literally everything, and probably a vehicle, and I would invest the money. I always thought, like, if I came into a bunch of money, oh, I would do this, I would do that. But I think I know that my mindset has changed the older that I've gotten. Because before it was like, oh, traveling is great. You'll hear a lot of people say, if I won a lotto today, I would travel the world. That's fine and dandy. But before I get on somebody's plane to visit somebody else's hotel, I would purchase my own.
Yeah.
I would, and then this is something that I used to do when I was little, and maybe I'll get a lot of backlash for this, but I mean it. So when I was younger, and I would think, if I came into a lot of money, I would just spread it around my whole family. I would make sure everybody had.
I think everybody probably said that before.
I probably wouldn't do that now. Not that I would not be inclined to give. Not that I wouldn't be the type of person that if somebody said to me, Deidre, we know you're a millionaire, and we need, that I wouldn't give. But my mindset used to be, let me make sure everybody around me has.
Right.
But I've learned quickly with making not enough money sometimes that making sure everybody else around you good
doesn't make you good.
It leaves you right in the same place.
Yeah.
So if I did anything, I would make sure out of necessity. And I saw this on I don't know if you guys know, she's a makeup mogul now. She's a millionaire, Super Scent.
Yeah.
I saw her post this video about, well, number one, she was having this conversation about, she became a millionaire in a matter of minutes, and how her dad told her he wanted to start this auto body company, and he used to do it, and she invested in it. And then something else happened with another family member, and literally she lost all of that money. And when she needed people, they weren't there. And that she said, she posted, she literally said, the next time I help somebody, you have to be dying. And people were like, oh, don't say that. But I understood perfectly what she was saying.
It's like she was sucked dry. That's what I said early on. She was sucked dry because she was around people that were in need. Mm-hmm. And when it came to be her turn, she couldn't have.
The thing about people is, it's exactly what you said. A lot of people are the same person. You just see a different side of them with that money.
Yeah, it's like people go. It's bottom line. People go crazy when money is involved. Mm-hmm. It could be a little bit of money. It could be a lot of money. People, relationships.
Yeah.
Marriages.
Perfect. Yeah.
The finance and sex, they are at the top of the list.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand. The money is not there. The sex may be there. Mm-hmm. The sex is there. The money might be there. But money is always on the list. If they are not coming up with the money, it's like we ain't going. What are we doing? Love ain't gonna get us on the bus. Let's go. What you gonna do? So when we talk about money, we could go on and on about this, and the reality is, it's like you have to be content, and no matter what state you're in. But we all need money to survive. If I said anything different, it would be a lie.
Yeah.
We have to have some form of lucrative, like some form of income coming in. And how do we do that? We have to keep pushing our goals. Like, it's money out there to be made, and you have to go and get it. You have to walk your dreams down.
Yeah. You know what I don't like to hear people say? It wasn't until I got a little older that it annoys me. You can hear people say, well, some money is better than no money.
No. And then it's about speaking what kind of money you want.
That's it.
Like what are you speaking? And this is not, everything in this atmosphere, you deal with in the spiritual atmosphere too. You know what I'm saying? What's happening in the natural, you deal with it in the spiritual realm too. So if you don't believe in God, you can deal with it in a natural sense. Mm-hmm. If you like the law of attraction, whatever you are calling to yourself, to your atmosphere, is what you will get out of it. Yes, some days the energy may be a little messed up because of the atmosphere, but what are you calling to yourself? Are you calling money people to you? Like in the morning when I wake up, I'm like, Lord, I need you to send the money. Let me rub elbows today with somebody that got the money that I need. Or send me in a place where I can be able to attract somebody, and they say, you know what, I have something that she needs or whatever. Those are my prayers. Like, what are you putting in your atmosphere? I don't want like nothingness in my atmosphere. I don't want negativity in my atmosphere. So I'm not calling that to my atmosphere.
I don't want just enough money. I want more than enough money.
I have 4 kids. I have a bonus daughter, so it's 5 of them. I need money so that they don't never have to want or think about
not having.
If something happens to me and my husband, they're not gonna be looking at each other like, what are we gonna do? Or end up in a home or with somebody and they don't know what to do for each other.
Yeah. And then I still have moments where I have to like check myself when it comes to money, because I find a lot of times when I get down to zero that it's like,
it's a panic mode.
It's a panic and oh my God, and life is this and life is that. And I had this conversation with Minus the other day. I say, you know what? I don't have the money I need because I wasn't working yet. School just started back. I don't have the money I need, but I woke up this morning. And people may say that's a cliche thing to do, but a lot of times psychologically, the things that money is capable of doing to your mind, to relationships, to your families, to friendships, just to your businesses, your heart alone, the things that money is capable of doing, and the power that money has. Whether people can say you can't give money that power, you don't have to give money no kind of power. Money has
is power. Yeah, money is power.
Yeah, it is.
When people see you walk through the door and you automatically have the label like, oh, she got a little something. Okay, you notice how people talk to you.
Yeah.
You notice how people reverence you when you walk in the room. You can walk, and it's a sad, but it's a reality.
Yeah.
Let two people walk through the same door. One has money, one doesn't. They walk to a counter. They're gonna take the person with the money first.
Yeah, obviously.
They it's just that simple. It's a harsh reality, but we gotta call things into our atmosphere. I don't want to be the person that they don't want to see first. I want to be the person that they see first. I want a seat at the table. And then I'm gonna know what I'm bringing to the table.
Yeah.
I want a seat at the table, and I'm gonna know what I'm bringing to the table.
Yeah.
But I also want the people to know when I open my mouth that it's not just about the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can have loads of money. And I know a lot of people with lots of money. But it's like, who's impressionable?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what people get offended by? When you realize that people are more inclined to help those with money than without money. Because the thing is, just as Asher was saying, it's what you put out there and that's what you attract. So if I know that Asher is just having a day where she doesn't have the money, but usually when I'm with Asher, she has at least $2,000 to $3,000 in her pocket, and I know every time I'm with you, you don't have no money, and Asher
I'm gonna
give
go
it
with
to
her.
Exactly.
And that's why a lot of people say the less friends, the more money you have.
Yeah.
Because if you notice that, okay, maybe you're around 4 or 5 girls, and then it's always like 4 of them that don't have any money, and it's like, well, I'm hanging with y'all all the time, because then I'm gonna be flat broke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just calling things as your surroundings, and even if you are around people like that, Lord, pray, Lord, we need our finances to change. We should not be in the same place next year like this.
Yeah.
Me and my friends want to be elevated. Give us the tools and give us witty inventions that we could come up on some money.
Yeah, we can do something that we need to do. And you can't be ashamed. Just like you protect your peace, just like you protect your relationships and your finances and your spirituality, protect your money.
Yeah.
Because people, listen, one real reason I think that people think, well, that it is said that money is the root of all evil, because it transfers so many hands. It's attached to so many different people.
And then it's a love of money.
It's the love.
When people's like, oh my God, I love money. Like, there's some people that love money, so they're willing to do anything for it. I'm not willing to do anything for money, but I am willing to go the distance
for it
and put my full potential forward. To get the money.
Yeah, and it's not about the look of it; it's about the security of it. Because one thing about money,
I want my kids to be okay.
Yeah.
And let me say this one thing. I'm gonna say this. My father's of Jamaican descent was of Jamaican descent. My mother is a Black American. We have to teach and raise our kids. Let them know the value of money.
Yeah.
Do not let them spend frivolously. Do not let them think that money just grows on trees, because it's this oppression thing that we have over us that and I'm not gonna, because I refuse to believe that I'm of the oppressed, because it's too many Black people in the world that's making a change and that making money. So we need to stop with this foolishness. This has nothing to do with what our potential is. We've created everything. And I'm gonna say it. We created everything, but now we're consumers of everything.
Yeah.
Let's go back to creating stuff. We don't have to work for people. We can create our own jobs. I am not raising my kids to think that they have to work for people. You can be whatever you want to be if your intentions are good and if you put your best foot forward. We have to teach our kids. We gotta save for our kids.
And we gotta know what's important. That's why a lot of our kids don't make it to college. But they got
But it's
all
not
of
a plan.
Yeah,
It's not a plan put in place.
Or vocational schools or all of that. Or all of, you know, one thing that I can't stand, and I work at a school. The kids come to school with the flyers, shoes on, their hair, and bangles.
And then the lights are getting turned off at home.
Or they don't have no money for lunch.
Exactly. And this is the issue that I have with that. It's nothing wrong with going hard for your kids.
Yeah.
I am a true believer in that. I want my kids, if I'm looking a mess, I want them to look the best when they step out the door, because your kids are a representation of you. But if your lights are off, let them kids wear Bobos to school.
Yeah.
If your lights are off, if you can't feed your kids, do not send them out with the money that you could have took to make food or buy them noodles or something. It doesn't make sense.
Let me tell you one thing my dad did. Number one, he taught us how to save. I've had a piggy bank since I can remember.
Exactly.
Number two, one thing I remember when I was little, my dad and my stepmom were working jobs that were they were making a lot of money. Every pair of Jordans that came out, everything we wanted, we got. All we had to do was ask once. And that was a blessing. This is what turned my life around. I was at Edison Park Elementary School. We had on the new J's. Y'all paying $500 for them. I don't know how much they cost now.
Yeah.
We had on the new J's. I remember those kids, because Edison is predominantly Haitian, following us around the school for those shoes. And it made me feel a certain type of way. And I was like, Dad, I don't think I want to wear labels anymore. And then it made me go into a mindset when my dad was like, well, that one pair of shoes is like $200 or $300. So if your siblings are getting the one pair of shoes, I guess you get to get the equivalent of whatever they want. So I'm watching my twin brother. Everybody knows he's a sneakerhead, Token Miami. I'm watching him get his one pair of Jordans, and then I'm like, Dad, how much are these? So you telling me I could get 2 and 3? I'm talking about at an early age, and my dad was like, you're very smart. Because I'm not going to not give you, that's what our kids don't understand. I'm not going to not give you the same amount of money. It doesn't shorten your paycheck if you change what you're wearing.
But you can get more things.
Yes.
You can get more things. And I think that's a big thing. Like, if I give my kids $1, I say, hey, what are you going to spend? Now they have the mindset, oh, I'm saving my money.
Yep.
Oh, I'm saving for something else or whatever. You gotta teach your kids
Early.
how to save, and then you teaching them how to live without you.
Now let's be real. Sometimes you gotta teach your mates and your aunties and your uncles.
Because a lot of us have bad money management skills.
Know.
We just buy and buy. Sometimes, and then you deal with people that are hoarders. They keep buying the same stuff over and over again. And you wonder where your money went at. Go look downstairs in your house, or go look in the next room in your house. You're buying the same things. It's like you're just addicted to spending money, because money can be very addictive.
Yeah, it's like the people who coupon. So I'm all for couponing, right? I think it's a very smart thing.
But it could be too much.
When you gotta buy a house and a room just for your stockpile that y'all ain't gonna never ever use.
And some of these people are selling the stuff, but some of them are not. They just want to say, "Oh, this is what I got. This is what I got." Now you're addicted. You're addicted to couponing, and you're addicted to telling people all of the stuff you got. Are you giving to somebody that don't have?
Now you got 300 washing powders.
Yeah. And now I have some friends that do big time couponing, and these girls are givers. And I just hate that people do that. So we need to stay focused. We need to make sure that we're not spending money on frivolous things, that we're not becoming hoarders or addicts.
Yeah.
And falling in love with money. Like, I like money, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Because I like nice things, and I want to buy my kids everything they want, and have the things that they need. But I just want us to do better as a people.
And it can't control us. It can't control the people around us. It can't. We already
we can't use it as a control mechanism. That's messed up when people use money to control people, places, and things. It's not cool. If you have money, be grateful for the money. Do the right thing with the money, and show somebody else how to make some money.
Exactly. We already know what the power of it is. We already know what it does, what it can do.
Money talks, and people talk too. Whether you got it, if you don't got it, people gonna talk about you. Work with what you got, and push harder for what you want.
That's it, friends.
That's it.
This is vlog number 16.
Like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Barely Making It.
Barely.
We're barely making it.
Barely. Thank y'all. Love y'all.